Hey, what's up, good people, my YouTube people in the trucking world? Alright, so this video is about Uber Freight app. It got an update, it got a makeover. It's a new deal now. So I know that Uber Freight was at GATS, the Great American Truck Show in Texas recently, and I think they were explaining things. I was not there, but I think they were explaining what they plan to do in the industry and what the industry looks like for them. As a load board and a middleman, I guess. But I don't know. I'm still kind of, as with any new thing, we're always kind of used to the other thing, so it kind of gets annoying when new things come out or new features, or they completely remodel the way that they were doing things. So for a lot of people, that can be confusing and take a while to kind of get in the hang of things and how it works, because they're so used to the previous. So far, I mean, I do like it, and I see what they're trying to do. It looks like, so before, I felt, maybe I'm wrong and maybe I just got to get used to it, but before Uber Freight app, I'm on my tablet right now, so it's kind of more of a desktop view. But like, if I'm booking a load really quick from my phone, and like I'm in a spot that I need to get out of, and I just felt like previously the way the Uber Freight app was, I felt like it was easier to use, quicker, more efficient. I feel like the new layout, the way they because it is a lot different from how they had it. It almost looks a lot like the other trucking load boards. And I don't know if they did that. I didn't talk to anyone from Uber Freight. I didn't go to GATS. I don't know if their plan is to kind of make it a little more like a load board, like the other load boards, like the DAT Truckers Edge, because the layout seems to be a lot more load board, esque, so to speak. But I like it, and I'm open-minded, and things change, things upgrade, things get redone, and just got to kind of move with the times, man, instead of getting left behind. So, but not a ton of it is different, like the way it's operated. But if you go to so I'm in book a load right now. I think C load's recommended for you. It'll take like your previously hauled loads and kind of the lanes you ran, and it will give you loads that are available in those lanes. So that's not too bad. Loads suggested for you based on your load and browsing history. So that's pretty smartish. My loads booked and passed. So if you have a load that you're on, that'll show up, or a load that you did before. So right now I have my truck posted in Delphos, Ohio, and you can click right here. It says 19 match loads. I'm looking to go home to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and so it's taking a radius, but we have Labor Day coming up, so so I may end up running deadheading empty home if I can't find anything, because I'm not really trying to wait till the 3rd, or I'm not really trying to sit on a load until the 3rd, or dealing with the Friday Labor Day weekend traffic. So I may just, after I deliver on Friday morning, I may just run home empty. I've done well enough the past 2 weeks, so it's time to get home to my wife and kid. So that's my plan if I don't find anything I like. It just all depends. But yeah, right here, this is what the new layout looks like. And before, it was a lot different. It just looks different. It feels different. It looks different. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but tap to see PO numbers, shipper notes, and facility reviews for this stop. That is one thing I really like about Uber Freight. Regardless of the new remodel, it's very easy to they make it very efficient and easy to understand for anyone, like the complete load. I mean, right away you have it always has a price, which is good and bad. There's no negotiation, which can suck, but you know, a lot of times the brokers are trying to move a load for the lowest possible, so they're usually pretty market rate, or sometimes you get a good one. But yeah, you know, you can just get all the information you need before you book it. Like, go to the pickup, you tap on that, tap to go back to view entire load. Facility notes, you can click up here to reviews, the most recent 4 hours loading, quick, strict on appointment, loading fast. So this is really why I like it. I mean, yeah, JB Hunt 360 kind of has that too, but I think they recently redid that too, but it's not as easy to navigate around the app to quickly find you know, reviews and stuff to base your decision on whether this is a good load and whether the rate is good or not for this. Because if you're going to a facility that's going to keep you all day, you want to know that before you book the load for the rate that it's posted. Otherwise, you want, you know, a heck of a lot more, because your time is important. And so, you know, so this looks, you know, you can expect to be there for 4 hours, and you can quickly find that before you book the load, before it gets booked by someone else. And then you can go down through the shipper's notes, and it's right here, a commodity, van, food product, packaging type, you know, and then the weight. That's important. Appointment time, 05:30 on August 30th. So me personally, I can't do that because my appointment's 8 o'clock for my other delivery. And then down here at the amenities, it breaks down the, you know, what it has, which some people like. I most of the time don't really care for that, but it is helpful. So, and then you can go to the delivery and do the same thing: quick, lumper, pay, prepaid. And sometimes when I see that that's enough, I'll just $300 late rescheduling fee. So that right there in the facility notes, do not be late to that delivery, or you're going to be paying $300 out of your rate, and they will reschedule you. So that's no bueno. Don't do that. So yeah, they make it very, very easy and efficient, and they don't necessarily cut the rates. I mean, sometimes they are, but most of the time they're pretty good. Like, this is, you know, 100 and wait, how many miles? Let's see. So the total distance is less than 100 miles. I mean, deadheading 45, and then, you know, and then you can look right here, but I don't like that. Yeah, you can go like that. So you start right here and you shoot over here, to Fort Wayne, and that, you know, that's paying $735. It's technically like, what did they say, like $765 a mile, and that'll show you down there in the load details. So, you know, when you're running short hauls, you can make a lot more money, but see, you're probably sitting on it until the 30th, till the 3rd. So you're sitting, yeah, so that doesn't work for me. Now, if that was close to home, yeah, that would work for me, because I'm not coming back till the 3rd. I'm not getting it. I'm gonna take a long weekend with the family. So, like, for Lansing, that would work for me, you know, but then I'm starting in Lansing and I'm in Grand Rapids, so, and there's not a ton of loads coming out of that Lansing area, so I'd end up having to drive back to Grand Rapids area, or, like, you know, somewhere else to start my week out. But I'd be starting out with almost $800 ahead, so it'd be like paying for my Monday that I didn't work, you know. So but that's kind of how I look at it. This is a really quick video, guys. I hope that it helps some of you. You can also click up there at the top right to call Uber Freight support. It'll ask you typically which load you want to call, or you can just call them, call Uber Freight. That's all pretty still simple. That's the same. But yeah, like when you go to book a load, it'll say, are you sure you want to book this load? And be sure that you do, because once you book it, and then that's another thing. As soon as you book it, bam, you get a rate con. After you confirm that you're sure, bam, your email gets a rate confirmation, and it's done deal. And I love that because there's just no, and that's their whole plan, to make it, streamline it, make it easy. Don't have to hassle and deal with all the baloney from some of the times you get from brokers. And they don't call you every hour. They track you from the app, and they literally never call you. So I think they are changing the game, because Transfix and some other Loadboard, they have, or some other brokers, big ship, are trying to change the game, but not like Uber Freight. And I think it's just something that is going to take time, and I don't think any other Loadboard app is really on their level. I really don't. They just don't have as many loads as others, but I believe they are growing because it's just easy for shippers. It's easy for the drivers, owner ops, and that's their whole plan. So they're doing a good job, man. And then also right here in the book, my loads, where you can post a truck and just look at the date. Like if I want to post a truck and so you can do it like you can post your truck in your current location, or bring up your current location. You can enter empty. So I'm gonna enter Grand Rapids, Michigan. Or if I booked that load to Lansing, I would just do that, or it'll find reloads for you. But so confirm post truck. And then I'll also do this and kind of get an idea, do I want to end up in Lansing, 140 match loads? Or do I want to just run empty home and not have to deal with all the traffic? Or, I don't like running empty. I don't like, especially I'm going to be off for like 4 days, so I want to at least be able to make a little money during that time, because then I'm starting my week off on a Tuesday and won't be able to make as much. So yeah, just looking at some of these loads. Ludington is north. Don't necessarily like going up there. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Lima, Ohio, that's quite a ways. Stanwood is usually, Stanwood's usually where I go. It's water, Nestle loads. They're always very heavy. Lima, Ohio to Fulton, Missouri. What the heck? These rates are kind of shit. Yeah. Paw Paw, Michigan to Medley, Florida. Yeah, that's the heck, man. They're not even paying $2 a mile. What is wrong with them, man? You gotta pay me like $2.50 to go there at least. I think. Let's see where Medley is. I'm just messing around right now, guys. This doesn't really have. You're still. Yeah, that's Miami. Good Lord, have mercy, dude. You better $1.80 a mile, man. They have lost their damn mind. Yeah, because if someone books that, you are. I'm sorry, not a very intelligent person, because you go down there unless you're just like you can run your truck for nothing coming out of there, because that's what you do. Coming from Miami, you're going to be running $1 a mile. So yeah, that's that. Right now there's not a whole lot. A lot of the loads will be coming out of Stanwood. Stanwood to Eden Prairie, but then it's a 2-day deal. 1240, not good to me. So yeah, I'm not really seeing a whole lot, but I'm just looking right now. I'm kind of giving you guys the idea of what it looks like. Stanwood, Michigan to Iowa, and then what I would do. See, that's something I would do. It's $2.46 a mile. It's going to Iowa, and it's a next day delivery. It's 400 miles, pretty easy. So I may be interested in that. It picks up at 4 o'clock though, and then that's weird. Yeah, that's something I would definitely do. I don't like the weight. They put that 46,200 weight because sometimes they can load you that heavy. You're always going to be very like 79,000 That's the only problem about those, but they're consistent. Now, what I would do, so I got this. This is something they don't necessarily have, is, you know, the average rate for that lane, like, you know, or they don't have, you know, like what DAT has, Truckers Edge, with, you know, what the current rates are, what the 15-day and 30-day lane averages are, and that's a big deal. So I go back to DAT, you know, say we're looking at that load from Sandwin, Michigan to Dubuque or whatever, Dubuque, Iowa. So I'm going to go to Truckers Edge, .dat, you know, .com. And by the way, I'm now like an affiliate with them, so they offered me to be able to give any of my listeners a 30-day free trial to try their Loadboard. So if any of you are looking to do to kind of venture into DAT, it's a great tool. Even if you just used it for this, it pays your bill. I think it's like $98 a month for me for the pro version, and you know, it's a very handy tool. If you're in this industry and you don't have it, you should, because of this, unless you use like truckstop.com, which I believe they have something similar. But and so right here, so in every description of my videos, you'll be able to get that link for the 30-day free trial of this Truckers Edge. And you can get that 30 days and try it out, man. If you don't like it, cancel it. But yeah, if you click that link, just a disclaimer, I am paid a very small percentage when you sign up with them through my link, so I just want to make sure you know that. But I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't believe in it. It's a great tool. So right here, this is the load to truck ratio account, load to truck ratio for the national load count. So they take in like all the PODs and everything when you book a load from the brokers, and then this is so rate for Iowa. We got 226 loads coming in, I think. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, 200. So I'm looking to go into Iowa on Tuesday, Wednesday from Michigan. So I'm gonna go and see what that market looks like real quick, and if it's a good market to possibly put my truck in. Am I going to come out of that market for a decent rate? And it looks like I will find a load, and it may not be the greatest, but I think it's definitely going to be, you know, $1.80 up, which if I'm going there for $2.50, then $1.80 coming out of there, I'm okay with that, right? And sometimes I will actually look at what the loads are over there coming out of Iowa. So right here you have 226 loads going in. You have 226 trucks coming in, and you have 354 loads going out. So that's a good ratio, right? That makes it a good place to be. Look at Minnesota and Missouri, though. Minnesota, geez, is the place to go. So now I see, you know, that one load that was paying like $1,300 from Michigan to go there wouldn't be a bad option. But some of these are going to be skewed too because of the holidays. Ohio's looking decent. South, yeah, you don't want to go there. Even if Tennessee looks good, solid. Wisconsin looks good. So I've been noticing the Midwest, you know, Illinois. Look at Illinois and Indiana are very strong right now. You got 644 trucks coming in and 1,600 coming out. That's crazy, right? So it's looking like Illinois, Indiana. So the Midwest, man, is strong right now. I've been noticing that for the past week, and I've been out west, and I've been seeing all these really good load to truck ratios, and I'm over here in a market that I really did not do. I did good, but man, I was struggling to find loads this past week because I messed up and went out west for a good paying load, and then I got kind of stuck out there because I don't really like to do that, run for $3 and then run $1 back to that market, a strong market, and then run $3. I don't really, it's hard for me to do that, man, but sometimes I do. But this past time I was just chasing the money, and so I wouldn't do that. So I went over there for $3, and then I went up for $2, and then I went over for like $1.50, and then, you know, kind of did that thing. And I've been looking at the Midwest, been looking strong. So anyways, even if I'm booking a load on Uber Freight, I still come back here as a reference to DAT to get that lane, to understand that market and what it looks like. So for me, this would be a good load. It's, you know, I try to be $1,000 a day. It doesn't always work that way, but that's what that would be. I could pick up at 4 at, you know, when I start my week, and then deliver the next day and still get a, you know, and then I'm putting myself into a good market. They will have reloads down here. If you see reloads, you know, it'll kind of give you, let's see, this one's, it'll kind of give you like what they have, which, you know, according to DAT, they have a lot of reloads. So that's taking forever. I'm sorry, I just don't want to. I'll try it again, but I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys, real quick, because I gotta hit the road and my wife is calling me. But I don't feel like loading that, so you guys get the idea, right? So you could also go to search loads. I got flies going crazy in here. That's something that really bothers me. So my service, I don't know what's going on with my service, guys, but yeah, you could go and look at the you can go look at the load board for Iowa and see, you know, just, you know, but I can see right here that I'm gonna find a load and it's gonna be an average to maybe good load because of the load to truck ratio. So there's more loads than trucks, and that's a good thing. So that's kind of what I do. You guys have seen me do that before, but I'm also going to be doing more stuff on DAT Truckers Edge because I do use that every day, you know, a lot throughout the week, and it's a very helpful thing to have. And even though I am an affiliate now where they give you guys 30 days free to try it out, and they pay me a little bit, not much. I was recommending it before that, and I would be if I didn't have that 30-day free. It's just kind of an incentive for me to be able to give you guys that 30-day free trial. And if you can get that without going through my link, then do it. But yeah, this was about Uber Freight because I noticed in the past couple of days, or the past week, they changed this up, and I went into my app and expected it to be like it was, and it wasn't. I was like, whoa, what the heck? And at first I didn't like it, but now I kind of do. So that's the new Uber Freight app features for truckers, booking loads, owner-operators, looking for loads. Very easy, very efficient. It has everything you need all in the app, besides like what the average lane rates, so you can hop back to your DAT Truckers Edge Pro version and get that lane rate before you book the load on Uber. So that's that, man. Hope you guys liked it. And please like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and we'll talk to you guys later.